Yes, this is me, Hudson George. Tonight, I'm doing a video, man. Again, my topic tonight is, as a Grenadian, this is my opinion. Why Trinidad artist, soca artist, young brother, video, Exclude Grenada flag. His success now. I see they arguing in that on Facebook now and social media. Not only Facebook. I see it in different places. Now, I must first say, Grenada soca lovers, okay, they're disappointed that young Bredda didn't put his video or his success in his music and his presentation of the Caribbean, in the soca fraternity of the Caribbean. Grenada flag is left out, right? And young brother says this is contract. The people who give him the contract and who promoting him globally now, he signed contract, the recording contract, video contract, right? Right. So Grenadians want to know why. And culturally, Grenadians quick to get on a high horse. And they don't say anything in their mouth. But when you say anything on your mouth, when Grenadian cuss me, I understand, because I'm a Grenadian if they cuss me. Right? But when they run in problem with the other island people, the other island people might take it different. Right? That's it. So if young brother said it's not him, it's his agent or the people who give him record contract, so be it. But I give in my analysis why, what I think. Now, Grenada is the kind of country, and some Grenadians have talent. But Grenada also have a unique carnival. And Grenada have its own kind of music. Now, jab music is a music. Growing up in the Caribbean, I know Dominica had cadence music, and now they have bouillon. You go in Martinique, Guadeloupe, and them place, they have the French music. Haiti have music. Jamaica reggae. Barbados used to have a music called spooge. Growing up as a teenager, I love spooge. Now, Trinidadians say they invent soca. Right? Rashati or Lad Shati invent soca. The question is, Lad Shati went to Dominica to get musicians to play on his first soca album. So he invents soca. So they say. Mighty Sparrow might say no. Is he invents soca because he start making dancing music. But let us say it's Rashati or Lad Shati. Right? He invents soca. Now I've been in studio and make music already. So I know what I'm talking about. So if he invents soca, and soca is a Trinidad music, why did he go to Dominica for the musician? Now, cadence music was popular at that time in Dominica when Lad Shati or Rash Shati go there for a new kind of song to make the music. Nobody wouldn't say the Dominican had an influence on the creation of soca music. There is one Trinidadian man on Facebook. He does by arguing with Gordon Henderson, the lead vocalist of Exile One, on that topic, right? Because the man is a Trinidadian nationalistic person. He don't want to admit that the Dominican had an influence. But we all know that. So it's up to the Dominicans to write the history of the music. Now the soca music, Lord Shotty or Rush Shotty created. That is not how soca music is today. The soca music we are in today is more like super blue soca. Evolved with borrowing of music from Grenada over the years. from Jab Jab music too. And other music coming from different places in the Caribbean. We are the French Caribbean musicians copying from them too. And maybe they're copying from us who speak English. So what they calling soca music today? That's a Kalalu music again. Borrow from the Jab Jab. So I listen to Babsy. And Babsy had on Grenadians now. And she makes some points what makes sense. But then again, you could see she have a general hatred for Grenadians. Even Grenadian who love her. She make a sweeping generalization. So I don't know. Maybe some Grenadians must be hotter. So we could say she don't like no Grenadian at all. Who don't hotter. She hates Grenadians. Right? Again, it's how with the street people. I'm a Grenadian. And I run through a lot of Grenadian already. We have a rough way. Just deal with people. You have to be a Grenadian to understand us. Now going back to it now, Grenada got a unique carnival in the English Caribbean. They get left out. Now I understand. The Bahamas left out with the flag too. Now most Grenadians they don't even know how the source and the culture of Bahamian Carnival. Now Bahamian Carnival come from the John Canoe. They call it Gumbe Festival. And John Canoe is an Igbo culture from Nigeria. You see traces of in St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and the other Virgin Islands. You have John Canoe masquerade there too. Jamaica have it too. But Jamaica are not into carnival. They're into reggae. And they never have a national carnival. So at the limit we have national carnival. So you go to the Virgin Island and the Leeward Island, you see John Canoe. And I think St. Vincent have a little bit of it too, because when I now come to Canada on the parade of Caribana those days, I used to see one or two Vincentian masqueraders doing a kind of John Canoe too. Now in Grenada, we have our own traditional match, the Shot Didi and the Veko, and so this is unique to us, right? The Juju Warrior, the thing. We have the Shakespeare, we have our own culture. Now Grenada have a unique carnival, which is Jab Jab. Grenada are the most African looking carnival in the Caribbean. Now, whether or not young brother is telling the truth or not, we can say he lied, right? He says he's his agent and he signed a record deal. Now all the Grenadians get on high ass and they cuss. They run in problem with some Trinidadian and they run a problem with Babsy. Babsy whitewash all Grenadians as no good. Now, Babsy says certain thing what is true too, even though she said a lot of hurtful things too. She said Grenadians just be fighting each other. Well, all island maybe have it, but openly, now. Plus, Grenadians, they don't, you could be a good artist with good music and who in control make sure you don't win. She talk about all that. Last year carnival, everybody was dash. They didn't, the powers at the top, I'm not saying it's governmental, but influential people in the South was dash. They didn't like Boise too. Babsy talk about all that. No, she mightn't like Grenadian, but like she does follow us. Right? Not against South. She talk about the St. David's versus St. Patrick. I don't want to lie. So that means she following. She is not no fool. She might be a liar and she more bad. Okay. But I just quoting on things she said. Now, Grenadian now again, we have a nasty habit. We look at our culture seasonally. And then the Grenadian DJ in Canada, when carnival time gone, you have to beg them to pay you a soca. They behave like if they're from Jamaica. I see guys go and say, I want to hear a soca. They don't want to play. Now they hardcore Grenadian artists right now. And they might be mad with Babsy. And mad with the Trini for lifting them out. But Grenadian themselves, something wrong with us too. We say we're nationalistic. I don't sure. 1 minute, we don't know if we're communist, if we're capitalist, we don't know what we are. And we don't imitate anything. If you notice, when an artist come to Grenada on a radio station, especially I'm not talking about a radio station in the rural areas. The interviewer, when a Trini come, they want to sound like a Trini. When a Jamaican come, they want to sound like a Jamaican. So when you behaving like the people are no respect for you. I don't listen up the islands. In the Virgin Islands, Antigua, St. Kitts, they have their own kind of accent. The accent is more like a Montserrat. Well, Montserrat accent is more Jamaican. St. Martin, Antigua kind of close to, but anyway, Leeward Island, we know, and Virgin Island people have their own kind of accent. Then you might find a little touch with a Grenadian, Trinidadian kind of too. Or sometimes Guyanese too. Right? The Bajan accent is unique of its own. Okay. But our Grenadians does sometimes drop the accent to imitate other people. I don't know why they do that. I don't do that. I'm a Grenadian 24/7. And furthermore, Grenadian in the north of Grenada don't do it. As you go south, they more imitate. Right? So people are speak up a lot on us. Now, whether young brother is telling the truth or not, I'm just giving my analysis. Why? Grenada have good music, good artists, but Grenadians don't have a music industry. And Grenadians in music are very selfish. Everyone feel they could be a big star on their own. You understand? So they go live all their musical life, and perhaps they don't go nowhere because everybody want to be a big star. But those who doing well, they leave a mark out there. Now, Trinidadians and Jamaicans are very nationalistic when you come to music. So reggae is Jamaica, 100%. No inclusive. Reggae, Jamaica. Now Trinidad, they could be inclusive sometimes, but they have a matcha, soca is theirs. Sometimes I don't blame them because Grenadian people, they use the culture seasonally. But Trinidad don't use the culture seasonally. And Jamaican don't use the culture seasonally. The 24/7, 365 days of the year. Right? So, soca music out there, it's a big music. But everybody want to see who will make the Billboard chart with a top soca song. Because if you check the history of Caribbean music, calypso songs, calypso music make big wave in America many years ago. Even Black Americans used to sing calypso too. Hey. The average young people on the street don't know that. The first big music from the Caribbean in America was calypso. That was long before reggae. Desmond Decker make American Top 40. Calypso was the first big music. Americans did it, and Harry Belafonte did it. Harry Belafonte is an American of Guadeloupe parents and Jamaican parents, but he's American. He did it. I think they say, well, he gets soca song from, I don't know if it's Lad Melody from Trinidad or where he get the songs and he sing it. But before that, Roman Coca-Cola by the Anjo's sister was make big hit in America. And I think the song was written by a Trinidadian Calypsonian called Lad Invader. I think so. So those days there was no reggae to ska or nothing. So calypso music is the first music in the Caribbean make American tops. Right? Now, Grenada don't have a music industry. Radio station in Grenada doesn't pay royalty. Right? So Grenadian soca artists, how they don't make money is when they go out and sing. And maybe some of them have contract. As I tell all you, I dabble in music already. And I receive royalty for music already. But I never push music big. But I receive royalty for music already, and I planning to go back. And when I used to make music, and why quarterly I used to get money for making music, I used to meet Grenadian who want to give me talk, but what are you doing? Because that is Grenadian. They will even give me, and I used to laugh them. And I said to them, I make music and I collect money quarterly. And if you make, when I used to collect royalty for music, anything over $50 you get for royalty. If you get more than $50, you have to declare to Revenue Canada because I'm living in Canada. I won't tell all you how much I get, it's not, but I had to add it in my income tax to declare. It's not to say it's big money like a big star, but I collect money already. Royalty in music. So I could talk. No. And where I get paid, no, I didn't get paid from Grenada, but the music I had was popular in Grenada, but I didn't get money from Grenada. I get from places I wouldn't say. So all the nice people making about young Bredda, Trinidadian understand music business. I just always say, if you ask me about soca music, Marshall Montano is not my favorite soca singer, but he is the best man to represent soca music. I just say because he's an intelligent man. And perhaps you could see bright, he understands the business. Right? But he's not my favorite soca artist. There's other soca artists for me. To me, I think the music more nice, but he's the most popular guy. But the Trinidadian understand music. And Grenada have good product. Doesn't matter what Babsy say about us. But I know we have good music. And then again, now you have in Grenada, government people must stay, for us to grow our music industry, government people must come around, keep government people away from it, because anything where politicians come in does spoil it. In terms of, because politicians have their own agenda. And they might like a certain area, because as I said, certain thing Babsy say is true in terms of how we treat each other in Grenada. Your location, which is a thing I talk about already. So, what I'm saying again, we don't know if young brother telling the truth. Okay, they say Grenada are the most attractive flag. Yes, it's true. We are the most attractive flag to enhance the Caribbean. It's true. We flag look more, what you say, Afrocentric, more African, more. Something about the flag is nice. I know they're hurting, they didn't get they disappointed, because Grenada and Trinidad is like a first cousin thing or a kind of brother-sister thing. So they feel bad. But again, what I'm telling you, Grenadians, are you don't care about culture? Are you seasonal culture people with one of the best products? And then you have people in the south of Grenada promoting a Trinidad, Brazil carnival. So, my question is, what will Grenadian learn from young brother and Grenada flag exclusion from young brother success? Will we learn something and start fighting one another as we are accustomed in Grenada, which Babsy talk about? We do that in truth. But what I don't like about Babsy presentation, she do like every Grenadian do something bad. But maybe she running problem with some Grenadian or what, I don't know. I'm a Grenadian. I never have a problem with Babsy. I don't listen to Babsy when she doing the and cussing she Bajan accent. But to generalize or whitewash a whole nation of people as how she did it, it wasn't beautiful to me, you know. But I still don't have nothing against Babsy. As I said, you are to be a Grenadian to understand Grenadian. We could be rough sometimes on people. And if they don't understand we culture, they might hate us. And we, Grenada, got, I say it again, we are the best carnival. Not boasting. We have unique cultures. And we jab thing, whatever what Babsy say. But I disagree that jab is the thing. And one day maybe a jab song might reach further and further, but Grenadian don't want to, we're not promoting what we have. Because if radio station in Grenada doesn't pay royalty, we don't have a music industry. And our government talking about the creatives. Creative my hell. Once government interfere in anything, it don't go in the way. You have to stay away from government in art. Especially with government looking like he lean into some kind of control. I never hear in Cuba a big song come from Cuba. The last time they jailed some rappers in Cuba for making a song. And I find now NNP supporters are already talking about this Cuba. Soca artists eating in America, where they just go for all the carnival. As I tell you, we as a people in Grenada, something wrong with us. When there was a period of time, I don't know if it was during Bill Clinton time or there was a relaxation in when American used to go to Cuba. I think it was during Bill Clinton time or Obama time. And then some American musician one day and meet a Cuban group called Bonavista Social Club with some musician, and they told the United States they make big money. But they had to do it with a contract with the Cuban government. So who knows? Maybe the Cuban government might get a cut of the profit. Why is you or some old musician? I even want to document on them. One of the musicians, the lead singer, said he used to make a living by being a shoe shiner in Cuba. And then when them American people, some recording company go to Cuba and there was a relaxation that time. I think it was Clinton time. And they told the whole America they make money. Most of them dead now because they were old already when they get the contract. So all these young Grenadians, before you say anything about why our politicians having problem with Donald Trump regime, they want to kill you. But they will tell you they love soca and we music begin. But I don't know how these young people with this kind of thing because you like a political party. So the Trinidadians, they're smart. They're smarter than us. And they don't hate us. They love us. Trinidadian and Grenadian. They love each other. Whether young Bredda he put us or not, he don't hate us because he said his grandmother is a Grenadian, but he's a Trinidadian. And Trinidad want to make it big in the soca world. It's up to you to make it big too. Start paying royalty to the songs you play on the radio. You're not doing it. Yeah. Radio station in Grenada, they don't play royalty. They pay royalty. So we don't have no music industry. And if government community is worse. You understand? The question is, what do you guys go learn from young Bredda? Will we create a good music industry? Will we treat one another good? Then last year carnival, before they get the result, Dash win. A guy who is an MP in this present government, a young guy, wanna sit in tongue. They don't give you the result, you use an MP, you say Dash win. Whether you saying it because you believe Dash win, but you're a member of parliament when you say that, what you expect me going to think? Well, you know who will win. Then when you go Trinidad, Blacker Dan become the big singer. When Boise talk about, when Babsy makes some comments similar about that, That means she following us. She don't only disrespect us, which she did in a way by putting all of us in one basket. She must have a problem with some Grenadian. But a lot of things she say. Then I see our next guy again do a blog. His name is Dan Carlos. I think, and he's a artist. He live in Grenada. I don't know where he born, if he's Grenadian. But I remember years ago there was a Grenadian singer called Dan Carlos. And he said certain thing too, and he said certain thing about Grenada, and we don't know how to do the music business. He talk about that too. And even talk about the infighting among things, you know. So this is Grenada. To have certain thing in Grenada, you could be a good artist, but maybe if you bad talk the government, you can go on stage too. We're hearing it, all this nonsense. You understand? So the Trini is smarter than us. The Trini know the use of culture. And they will still give you, the Grenadian artists, some contract to sing in the carnival because they like to have a good time. So sometimes certain things that have to happen for certain things because, okay, and next thing, Grenada is the only Caribbean country I know where soca and calypsonians just say they don't compete in because section of the crowd mightn't like them, or politicians get involved and they say, I don't going back, I'm taking a break. So when outsiders follow us, so when they hand to cuss us and they tell us that. This is Grenada, man. But the question is, what we going to learn from that? Now I see media people saying, take it easy, take it easy. It could affect the artists when them others go out and perform. So the media people saying, take it easy, telling people, stop the confusion. They're right. It's the same thing with the government. Take it easy with Donald Trump. You can fight with Donald Trump. You don't have the power. Even in the soca music, you have to be in the fraternity and create an industry. If you ask me who are the best soca, I say Grenada. Maybe it's what I hear, but I think we have a bit. And when I listen to soca music all through the Caribbean, they all have a Grenadian beat, jab beat. So when Babsy said, kind of try to put on the jab rhythm, I don't agree that jab is it right now till something else come. Booyah around too. Maybe Booyah might come up good. I don't know. But we Grenadian, we don't easy, man. A Grenadian will sink a whole boat to kill one man. And government people are suspicious of artists. If you know how to write stuff, they think you go sing on them. You know, and them kind of thing. And next thing again, I said that in my last live before. We had a good carnival, maybe one of the best. What happened to the old-time calypsonian and old-time soca singers? You don't see them. You don't see them. How come we don't see them? They're supposed to be present. Lad Nelson, 94 years, and I see singing on stage. I don't see Squeezy. I didn't see Squeezy. Was Specky around? Specky don't have 60 years that they're calling him They say Yule. I see nothing where Ajamo was singing in America the other day. I thought I don't know if he's in church or what he is, but it's good to see it. So we doing a lot of stupidness in Grenada too. The flag alone is not it, you know. We have a beautiful flag, but it's what we doing to each other. We cannot be a nationalistic people. And we just disrespect people. No, it's about 3-4 years now. I say I don't want to go on a lot of Grenadian again, especially young ones. Dan Carlos even talk about that too. He said a lot of male Grenadian giving out a lot of female energy. And he said maybe they grew up around too many women. They didn't have a father role in their life. And he said that is the reason why guys does insult one another so, because there is no male in the family. And he was saying he grew with parents. And this is something our sociologists didn't address. I know that long. Most boys or men grew up where there is a father in the house. The behavior is those that grew up different only with their mother. I won't say all, but a lot. Those that grew up single parent will more insult you. It's true. You don't know how to tell people. The other day, I met a woman from Turkey in a McDonald's, and she can't speak English too good. So I just link up with her. She want to learn English. No, I don't speak proper English. I speak Grenadian, but I understand English language, and I just kind of help her here there. A Grenadian guy see me and the woman in a McDonald's thing, and he just come up and asking the woman if I'm with her, if she's my fiance. You don't know the woman from Adam, yeah. A Grenadian guy just come up in my present. So I said, well, what are you doing? Why are you asking the woman what is she connection with me? Then he still beg her for a cigarette. Well, I don't smoke cigarette, but the woman don't smoke. And the woman he met me with, I'm old enough to be her father. You understand? Tell me which other islander will meet somebody, meet a next countryman of theirs and with a woman and asking the woman what she's for them. Anyway, I'll go on till I come again.